Good afternoon, family, friends, and just people in general. It's me, Apostle Moon. Just want to say good afternoon to you. As y'all see by the title, this is officially my Transformation Eve. I'm going to explain that along with some other things as well. I've decided to come on live to basically invite all you guys to go on this journey with me. I'm about to take a serious journey, go places I've never been, see some things I've never seen, and I'm inviting all of you to go with me. I'm about to take a cross country drive, y'all. I've never been off of the East Coast. I've been overseas when I was in the military, but I've never been off the East Coast. I've been up and down I 95 my entire life, from New York to Florida and everything in between, Bahamas, all that's East Coast, man. Puerto Rico, been there, all that's East Coast. But I'm going cross country, going out west for a number of reasons, which I'll talk about a little bit. I do want to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Everybody probably wants to know. If you don't know, you're trying to figure out what's going on with me and Pastor Charmaine Moon. Well, just to address it, this is probably the only time I'm going to address it. I'm not going to deal with it anymore after this. I'm only dealing with it because I know it is the elephant in the room, and we do want to take care of that and get some understanding there. I am broadcasting on YouTube as well as Facebook, so y'all gotta forgive me if I'm looking back and forth because I am broadcasting on both. But I am inviting you guys to take this journey with me. I'm about to go on a serious journey, but let's deal with the elephant in the room first, because most people probably want to know what happened with me and my wife. And like I said, I'm not one of the people that get on here and tell my business and this, that, and the third. But God is taking me into a season of transparency, a season where the season is shifted, where we have to become more transparent. And instead of it's not that big of a deal to me at this point in my life. Whether people know or don't know this, that, and the other. I don't live my life according to people's opinions. Anybody that knows me knows me. But anyway, we have come to a decision to pretty much go our separate ways. Now, it was not my choice. It was her choice. And she made a choice that was best for her. I can't be upset with her about making choices that's best for her. No, all of us have to do that. At the end of the day, every single individual have to make choices that's best for them at the time that they're making the choice. I am not mad. I'm not upset. Was I hurt? Of course. You don't be with a person that long and not be hurt by not being able to be with them anymore. But I don't want to be the cause or the source of anyone's misery. If you're miserable with me, why would I want you to stay with me? But if she has made her choice, and I'm giving her space to for her choice. I know some of you probably have seen that. She has a ministry. I think she had her first service on Sunday, and I thank God for that. I had plans to attend, but I wasn't able to attend. But um, I thank God for her. I wish nothing but love and happiness for her, wherever her version of happiness is. I pray that she finds it. If she couldn't find it with me, I pray she finds it wherever, with whoever, however, that she is blessed. I pray that she be blessed. But as for me, I decided for myself, I prayed and decided that if I have to start over at this stage of my life, I need new. I need new everything. I need new air. I need new atmosphere. I need new water to swim in. I just need new. If y'all understand, I, I've narrowed it down to two choices, y'all. Either I was going to go back home to New York, or I was going to go out to California. So going back home to New York, that would not necessarily be new. So I decided that the best course of action for me was to go out west, and that's where I'm going. So today is transformation Eve because I have decided to transform myself into the best version of me that I can be. So it's time for me to transform and begin the next stage of my life. Like I tell people, I will be 52 this October next month, and the first 25 years of my life I was just trying to grow up. The last 25 years of my life, I made every single decision based on my family, and raising my kids and my wife and everything. Uh, but now it's a do-over. I'm free. My children are self-sufficient and doing good. All of them are doing really well. They're doing good for themselves, taking care of themselves and everything. And I have an opportunity to just redo, to do it again. I have an opportunity to get out here and live some life, man. Some life that I've yet to, some places that I've yet to see, that I want to see, things that I want to do that I haven't got a chance to do. So I have an opportunity to get out there and do them. And not only that, but I want to transform myself physical. I'm going through some physical things, some medical things that I can reverse, and it's my goal to reverse those things, to get in a more healthier position, to become a healthier me, to transform into a healthier me, a happier me, a more peaceful me, and at the same time, just being even more available for whatever God has for me to do or needs for me to do. I'm really willing and able to do just that, and I'm going on this journey. Tomorrow, I go and pick up the vehicle, and I start the journey. And I'm really coming on today to get you guys to take this journey with me. Those that will and want to, I'm going to be videoing and documenting and posting all my adventures and the different places I'm going. Because once I pass out of Georgia, going west, everything else is brand new to me. Everything else, I've never seen anything going inland America. So I'm excited about it. Just me and the dog. We're going to be riding, taking this trip for the next few days. Like I said, we're leaving out tomorrow, and I'm inviting everybody. And it's gonna be my therapy, my chance to really deal with everything that's going on in the past month or so. And I invite you to come out and watch these videos and post. Most of everything I'm going to try to take it through my YouTube channel. I am still Truth Foundation Outreach Ministries, y'all. That's the ministry that God gave me. So when I post, you'll be seeing it as Truth Foundation Outreach Ministry, because that's what God gave me. And I gave all the material things of the church. I left with Pastor Moon, but I told her I could not leave the name of the church because that's the ministry that God gave me. All the other things you can buy. I can buy more, more chairs, more another pulpit, more instruments, whatever I will need later on. I can get that stuff. So I didn't take any of that, but I did take the church name logo because that is what God gave me, and that's the assignment that God gave me. And I have not been released from my assignment. So I still have an assignment, but I have been released from South Carolina, y'all. I've been in South Carolina the last 40 years. 40 years. Matter of fact, this month, 40 years ago to the day. Matter of fact, is when we came to South Carolina 40 years ago, from New York. So and New York and South Carolina has been my place of residence, my literal place of residence. No matter where I traveled in the military, going back and forth to New York, but South Carolina has been my place of residence for the last 40 years. Even when I wasn't here, it still was my home that I would return to, or whatever. And I've done all I can. I buried loved ones. My grandparents are all gone. My closest sister, we buried. My closest cousin, whose funeral I didn't make because of the pandemic. Uh, I preached my sister's funeral. I preached my grandmother's funeral. I've done all I can do in South Carolina. So now it's time to experience some new things. It's time to go some places I've never been and live my best life. And that's what I plan to do. And I'm going to use these videos and postings and my YouTube channel to share that with you guys as much as you want to share. And however God uses me and speaks through me and to me, during that course, I'm going to share that with you guys. I'm going to share whatever God has for me to share. I'm going to do that. So that's what this video is about, because this is my transformation Eve. I'm super excited, but believe me, I am nervous. I'm nervous. I've never driven across country. I've never been out west. I've never been Midwest. I've never been off the East Coast, as I said. So it's all kind of very new, very, very new, and very, very exciting, for what I'm about to do. And I'm inviting you guys to take this trip with me because, like I said, everything's going to be brand new. And I know it's some things that I want to do and places I want to go, that I'm going to do my best to try to get out there and see, man. Because sometimes we settle, and we don't realize we settle until we stop settling. We don't realize we put ourselves in a rut, and some of our dreams and aspirations and things that we said we would do, we let it go. Sometimes life causes us to just release things because we in our mind think, well, I'll never get to do that, I'll never get to do that. Well, I feel like this is a do-over for me, and I can go do some of the things that I really wanted to do. When my children are all good, so I can go out there without any guilt or weight, and really just live the life that I want to live, and enjoy things that I want to enjoy, and go see some things that I want to see. And that's what I'm excited about, but I'm nervous like anybody would be, because it's unknown territory. It's unknown places. It's going to be unknown things. So I'm not sure what it's going to be like. And I'm excited about that. The uncertainty of things. I'm excited about that. I don't know where God is going to take me. I don't know the people I'm going to meet. I thank God that this transition has been so smooth as far as me getting things set up and prepared to go, because that's what I've been doing for the last month or so. It's just getting ready to do that. I was able to bless my three oldest children who have their own apartments and things. I was able to bless each one of their houses. I've been able to spend time with my oldest son, been staying with him for the last few weeks while I've been getting ready to go. But tomorrow's the day. I pick up the rental car and I hit the road. Me and the dog gonna get on the road tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the unknown. I don't know where this road is going to take me, but I want you guys to go with me. I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be, I'm going to be sharing as much as God allows me to share. I'm going to be sharing the journey. I'm excited about the drive because I've never done it. But at the same time, a friend of mine asked me, because all this happened with some weird circumstances that I didn't really have time to really sit down and process the ending of a 25 plus year marriage, because it was sprung on me at a weird time. But a friend of mine asked me, he said, "Have you really dealt with everything?" And I said, "No, not really." I said, "But that's what this drive is about. I have 4 days before I actually have to be in California, because I have a job set up already. Thank God, glory to God on that. That I was able to set up a job for myself, doing what I love to do, cutting hair, and I got that set up, and I'll have that. I'll go meet my manager Monday coming. So tomorrow, between now and Sunday, I have the next 4 days to drive and process things. If I need to pull over on the side of the road, if I need to scream, holler, cry, whatever I need to do, I'll be able to do that. And I thank God for that opportunity, to have that opportunity to take this drive and just clear my mind, and by the time I hit California, I can hit the ground running. I have my, like I said, the job is lined up, everything is pretty much lined up. I've done everything I need to do here. My last minute tying up loose ends and different things, and I found a place to store what I need to store, and whatever's going with me is going with me. Which, like I said, I'm not taking a whole lot. I didn't take a whole lot out of the house or anything. Just my clothes and, of course, my movie collection. Those of you that know me had to pack up my DVDs. I do love streaming, but hey, I'm a DVD collector as well. I like to have hard copies. Some of them times when you want to cut all your streaming services off and let that cable bill go for a while, save on expenses. I got a movie collection that's out of this world. So, I got my things packed up, and I'm ready to go. And tomorrow is the big day. This is the transformation need tomorrow. This time tomorrow, I plan to be on the road. I plan to be on the road. But like I said, along the way, I'll be posting videos and sharing this adventure. I'm going on an adventure. I feel like I'm going on a journey, and I want you guys to go with me, because, like I said, I'm excited. I'm nervous. It's bittersweet. It's not what I expected. I expected to be with my wife until Jesus come. I never once thought that my wife was not going to want to be with me. So that's the crazy part. That part never even entered the equation in my mind. That she just, she said things. In marriages, you say things along the way, but you don't ever think it's gonna, happen. And like I said, it wasn't like we were going through uh, any crazy external things that people go through. It wasn't like bills were behind or anybody was being unfaithful to anybody or anything like that was going on. It just she just made a decision, and it's something she said she was thinking about for a long time, for a few years. So, like I said, I'm not mad. I can't be mad at her for doing what she feels is right for her. I would never be mad at her for that. And I couldn't be mad at her for that. And I encourage you guys, if you're in a relationship and the person just feels they need to do something else, let people do what they need to do, man. Let people go. If they want to go, well, you can't hold on to somebody that don't want to be held on to. You can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. You can't hold on to somebody that don't want to be held. So I love her enough to get out the way. I love her enough to move out the way. I will always love her. We've had 5 kids together. Only one of my children are outside the house. We've raised 5 kids in the house, and my oldest son was raised outside the house from my previous marriage. But they're all close. They all know each other. And they're all grown now. Kids get grown. What I'm gonna do? My wife doesn't want to be with me. My kids are moving on and starting their own lives. What I'm supposed to do? Sit around and do what? So, God is allowing me, and I have people that are in the place to help me to easily transition into my new level, the next level of my life, the next journey, the next part of my journey, next chapter of my book. Uh, Another thing that I'm going to be getting into too. I want to write the book, and I'm looking for God to open up that door for me soon as well. But I'm excited because this is a new chapter, new journey, and everything's going to be new. Everything's going to be new. New atmosphere, new air, new everything I see will be new. Everything around me will be new. And what a great way to start a new chapter in your life, to be able to be around all new everything. I'm excited about that. I'm truly excited about that. So wherever God wants me to go, whatever He wants me to do, I'm going to it. Now, what I'm asking you guys to do, I need you guys to help me out because I want to be able to do most everything through my YouTube channel, because YouTube easily is shared to Facebook, but not vice versa. So if I can get my YouTube channel, which I can do YouTube now through my laptop, but I don't have enough followers on my channel to go live. So I'm asking you guys to go to, when you see the YouTube, I'll go to the YouTube channel, Truth Foundation Outreach Ministries YouTube channel, TFOM, Derek Moon. You go to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel because that's going to enable me to be able to use my phone the same way I'm doing now for Facebook. I'll be able to go live through the YouTube channel. That way I can really keep you guys updated and everything that's going on and everything that's happening and every place that I'm going. And those of you that know me, hey, my number ain't changed. Traveling don't mean nothing to me. I've been traveling my whole life. I've been up and down highways my whole life. Now I'm gonna be off and on flights, no problem. I'll be coming back to the East Coast. So those of you that know me, my number's not gonna change. If you want to hit me up, my number's the same. My Facebook, everything's gonna be the same. I'm just gonna be in a different location. So I'm excited about what God is doing. I'm excited about where He's taking me. Those of you who are concerned, and don't worry. Like I said, Charmaine is okay. I'm okay. We're just going separate directions. No one's upset. No one's mad. I don't know what she's saying, but this is the facts. Nobody's upset with anybody. This was not my choice. I am just keeping myself moving forward after a hard uh, decision was made by her, and I had to deal with it. I had to deal with it, and this is how I'm dealing with it. I'm going on with my life. I'm moving on. I'm moving forward. I'm staying positive. You're not gonna get on here and look. Don't get on here looking for any of my videos to be bashing Charmaine Moon. That's not gonna happen. That's the mother of my children. That's my wife for over 25 years. You're never gonna have me sitting trying to say bad things about her or downing her or anything like that. I'm not mad with her. I'm never going to be mad with her about a decision that she's made. She didn't do anything to me. She did not do. I don't believe I did anything to her. Like I said, I don't know what she's saying, but whatever she's saying is fine. It doesn't even matter if she gets mad and saying crazy things. That has nothing to do with me. We're going our separate ways. We have already made the split. left the house. I've taken what little bit I have, my little possessions, and moved out of the way, and I'm going on with my life. God is guiding me. Everything I've been doing for this transition has been falling into place. Like I said, I already got my job lined up. Know exactly where my address is going to be when I get out there. I got a timeline to be with my friend for just a few months. And when everything work out the way I got it planned and mapped out, and God's blessing on it, I'll be in my own place by Christmas. So it's no problem. Like I said, God has really made this transition smooth and seamless. Tomorrow I'll pick the car up, and I plan to be on the road by midday, and I plan to document and video along the way. So you guys, please, those of you that want to, can take this journey right along with me. Everything that I experience, every new thing that I do or encounter, I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to share it with you guys. Please go on YouTube and subscribe. I got to get my subscription numbers up on YouTube so I can really access and use the YouTube channel, which is a lot friendlier and more cohesive to use that and then share it over to my Facebook instead of trying to do Facebook Live, which is only that. It's just Facebook Live. I can't switch it over. I do it in YouTube, it automatically becomes a video, and I can share it even in live in real time. I can share it to Facebook. I can even share this one I'm doing right now to Facebook right now. I can share it over, and then it'll make a link. Matter of fact, let me do that. It'll make a link to Facebook for me, just that easy. And that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put the link on the Facebook, and as I do, please y'all click the link and subscribe to the channel. That's all I'm asking. Click the link and subscribe to the channel. I'll put that right in there. Click the link and subscribe to the channel because that's gonna allow me to really keep you guys up on everything that I'm doing, everywhere, every place that I'm going, because I want to share. I want to share. Main reason I want to share what I'm doing, um, like I said, I'm a pretty private person. Click the link. I didn't put subscribe. Click the link and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay. Click the link and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm adding this to my Facebook page now, so it'll post to Facebook, and that way you guys can see that you can go ahead and click that link on my Facebook page and then subscribe to the YouTube channel. When I do my YouTube videos, I can link them and you can still see them right the same way you'll see that link. It'll do that each time I do a YouTube video. But I want to be able to go live YouTube. You have to have a certain amount of subscribers in order to do live from your phone, like YouTube. You like Facebook. Facebook, you can just do live from your phone, it doesn't matter. But with YouTube, you have to increase your viewers to be able to go live from that. So I'm asking you guys to help me with that because I want you guys to go on the journey. Main reason I'm doing the journey part and the sharing of the journey, because sometimes we get to a point in life where things happen and and unexpected things happen and life changing things, and we get stuck where we are and we don't think that we can move on and do something new and start a fresh. I mean, totally new. I'm not talking about just go get a new job. Go. I'm talking about like what I'm talking about, going across country, changing time zones, and really saying, you know what, I'm just going to go someplace else and start from scratch. I want to share that with you. Not that you might not do this with that extreme, but to know that you can do more, all the things that you may have set aside because you figured that, well, this is my life now and this is what it is. But sometimes we do get opportunities to start over. We do get the freedom to say, well, why can't I go back and do this? Why can't I do that? Why can't I go ahead and write the book now? This has happened and that's happened and it's hurtful, but why do I have to wallow in it? Why do I have to sit there and be depressed about it? Why can't I get up and start traveling like I always said I wanted to travel when I was younger? I'm still young enough to travel. Why not go travel? Why not take the drive? Why not rent the car for the week, for the weekend, and take the long ride? Why not take that flight? Why not? Yeah, this happened, that happened. Is one expected. It wasn't where I thought my life was going, but it must be what is supposed to be happening because it's happening. A lot of times we think that things happen And oh, I shouldn't have been here, I shouldn't have been there. But if it happens, if it's in your cup, it's what you can bear. Being in a marriage for over 25 years and then being thrust out of it, not by choice, is not what I would choose to be in my cup, but it is what's in my cup. I still have to drink it. It doesn't matter because you have to drink what's in your cup. So what's going on is not what I want to go on, but it's happening nonetheless. A lot of times we struggle with things not because things are happening, because we're fighting what's happening. And that puts struggle on us. That's the struggle because you're fighting against what's happening. Sometimes we just have to embrace what's happening. I chose to embrace what's happening. I don't like what's happening. I don't like how it feels. I don't like. Sometimes I sit and I'm thinking about it, and I'm going over in my mind. But it doesn't matter how much I think about it. I can't change what's happening. To embrace what's happening and deal with what might be ending is to be able to embrace what's happening next. Sometimes we don't want to give up the now, so we can't get our next. I'm excited about my next. I loved my now. I had no problem with my now. But you know what? When I look back on my life, it's always been that way. Every time there was a major change that God had me going through, I was good where I was. I didn't think I needed to move. But every time God would force me to move, and He'd do it in a way where I had no choice but to move. I had no choice but to make major decisions and make major moves. Now, for the last 25 years, a lot of the moves that I wanted to make and could have made and had opportunity to make, I couldn't make because mostly because the age of my children. My children, I was still raising children. I didn't want to do that to them. But now, at this age, I'm free. The only thing that truly depends on me is my dog. That's it. And he's going with me. He's going on this adventure with me. He's going to experience all these new things with me, and he'll be happy to do it. Won't complain a bit. As long as I'm taking care of him and giving him what he needs, the love and that I give him, he's gonna give it back. But I'm embracing the next. But the only way I can get the next is to give up the now. Sometimes we don't want to give up the now, and we don't get our next because I can't give up the now. We're holding on to the now and looking at the next, but we don't want to let go. I didn't want to let go, but it was snatched out of my hand. And I can't run after the now that's been taken from me, but I can run to the next that's waiting on me. That's what I'm excited about, y'all. I'm excited about running to my next. I'm excited about what God has next for me. I'm excited about what's waiting for me. I don't know, but I'm excited about it. And everything I've been doing in the preparation time is letting me know, and my spirit is so settled in knowing that my next is going to be better. Every you're scrolling through Instagram and different things, and you're hearing all these inspirations. Like every piece of inspiration that I kept hearing kept saying the same thing. Every minister I heard talking was talking about the next, the new, how we gotta, forgive for that, let go of the now and give up and be separated from the old so we can enjoy the new. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I have no regrets about my marriage, definitely no regrets about my children, no regrets about my life, no regrets about the 40 years I spent in South Carolina. No regrets. No regrets at all. No regrets about any of my loved ones that I had to bury, because everything I had to say and feel, I was able to say and I felt, and it's okay. So I'm free. I'm free. I have a do over. What can I say? This is a it wasn't a do over I created, but it's a do over for me, and I call it that because at my age, with my knowledge and understanding of myself and the world, I get to go out and experience life free again. Sometimes when we can only remember freedom back when we were young. We can't remember that kind of freedom, that kind of carefree freedom that we had when we were young. We don't get that again. But I feel like that's where I am right now. That I'm free. I didn't hurt nobody to get free. I didn't damage nobody. I didn't tear up nobody's home or nothing like that. This was a situation that was thrust on me, and that situation set me free. I guess I'm like I'm like that slave that when freedom came, I was in the house. I was working. I wasn't even working in the field. I was working in the house with a good master and doing all right. But freedom came nonetheless, and I had to deal with it. So I'm free now. I can go leave the master's house and go. And I'm not relating my marriage to no slavery. I'm just making a point that sometimes we're satisfied where we are, but God has more for us. And sometimes God will push you out of your comfort zones. I was comfortable in my marriage. I was comfortable in my role as a husband, as a father. I was comfortable and fine right there, but there must be something more for this to have hit my cup. It wasn't my choice. I'm only dealing with it. Sometimes you guys go through things that's not of your doing, but you still got to deal with it. Hurt comes your way, and it's not hurt that you signed up for. It's not heartache that you signed up for. But look at it and deal with it, learn from it, and get ready for your next. Sometimes the hurt just comes at the end of something. Sometimes it's just the hurt, as the like you're holding on to a rope for a long time, and your hands are hurting and blistering and everything, and you're holding on to it. Then you get to the end, and that rope snatches out your hand. And sometimes it snatches some skin off, and that pain is worse than any of the pain you felt while you were holding on. But it's the end of holding on to that thing. Now you can heal and get your hands ready to receive the next thing. I'm excited. I don't know. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm excited about what God is doing. I want you guys to get excited about what God is doing in your individual lives. I want you guys to get excited about your next. And if it's time to let go of the now so you can receive the new, embrace that time. Embrace that time. I'm taking this journey and I'm offering you guys to go on this journey with me so you can embrace your journey, so you can embrace your time. When I get on the road, when I get ready to start this cross country travel, and I start posting this cross country travel and all the things that I'll encounter along the way. I want it to help somebody. Hopefully, it will help somebody to know that you're not stuck. The enemy wants us to think that we're stuck, even in our marriages. Sometimes we feel stuck, and we don't. We're together, but we don't do as much as we think. We think we can't do much. We think we can't go too far, go this place or that place, or we can't change jobs, or we can't. Remember, I picked my whole family up because God said go to Charleston, and we came to Charleston. Now, all my family is thriving in Charleston and Columbia area. All my children, my wife, everybody's thriving, but they would not be thriving that way where we were. So that was our giving up the now for the new then. Now I have to move on because I have to move on. It's not my choice. Like I said, it's not my choice. But we got to learn to embrace the situations that come in our life. It doesn't make it any less hurtful. I'm not belittling. You don't belittle situations. Coming out of a 25 plus year marriage is not an easy thing, but it's in my cup. You got to realize, y'all, whatever's in your cup is in your cup. You got to drink it. Sweet, bitter, sour. You got to drink it. It's in your cup. Sometimes you take a sip and it's sweet. Sometimes you take a sip and it's the most bitter thing you ever had in your life. You got to make a choice. Do you sit there and wallow in the fact that it's bitter, or do you finish that sip and get ready for the next sip, which probably is a sweet sip? That's all I'm saying. I'm inviting you guys to come out with me. It's Transformation Eve. Starting tomorrow, I hit the road tomorrow on a cross country trip, and I want to take you guys with me. I want you guys to go on. Those of you that are watching this live, I appreciate you guys that are commenting and rocking with me live right now on YouTube as well as on Facebook. But I also want you guys to, those of you that are on Facebook, there's a link on my Facebook page to the live that's on the YouTube. I'm asking you guys to go to the YouTube and go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel because I am about to embark on a journey and I want to take you guys with me. And most of it, I'm going to be channeling it through the YouTube channel. So I want you guys to go and definitely check that out. Those of you friends, family, I love you guys. I'm gonna miss South Carolina. I'm gonna miss South Carolina, but I'll be back. I'll be back because this is where all my children at. It's my grandchild is here in South Carolina. So going back and forth is not going to be a problem. But I'm about to take this cross country journey and I want to take all of y'all with me, all that want to come. You are welcome to take this journey with me. You are welcome to hopefully be inspired and encouraged that whatever life throws at you, you can make it. You do not have to sit and wallow in whatever heartache or disappointments that might come your way. We all get it. We all get hurt. We all get disappointed. We all get trials and tribulations in are put in our way, but those are put in our way to make us better, not to make us bitter. I'm not here to be bitter. Don't come on here thinking or go onto any of my posts or thinking that you're going to hear a bitter man speaking ill about his soon to be ex-wife. That's not what you're going to hear because I have nothing but love for her. I will always have love for her. We are going in two separate ways. I don't know what she's doing, has nothing to do with me. What I'm doing is embracing my new and my next. I'm going on to my new and my next. And I'm encouraging you, whatever you're going through, if you're going through a season like I'm going through, embrace your next. If you're in your now, appreciate, love your now, but be ready when the next comes, when it's time to move. If God is moving you, then move. If you know it's God, and I'm saying know it's God, not a decision of your making, but God has given you no other choice but to move, then you got to move. If it's in your cup, you got to drink it. I'm going to end this video. I think I done ran my mouth long enough. This is Transformation Eve, y'all. So y'all going to see a lot of posts, a lot of different posts, a lot of different videos that are coming from me. But now you know. I'm taking the drive out west, cross country drive starting tomorrow out to California. So I'm gonna be sharing that with you guys. You'll know if you want more details, I have no problem giving them. Call me. Those of you that know my number, inbox me if you don't know my number. If you just got questions, you just gotta know, well, what's this? I have no problem answering questions. I am in a season of transparency. I have no problem. That's what this is all about. It's a season of transparency and it's a season of transformation. And I'm excited about all of it. All of it. So join me. Join me as I post my videos. Please go on to the YouTube page and subscribe. And I'm gonna talk to you some more. Like I said, it's Transformation Eve. I'm hitting the road tomorrow. Stay tuned and be on the lookout for the next video. Love you guys.